Right, it's come out in the press today that two Man United players are in a bit of legal problems, and I'm actually going to focus solely on one, but I'm going to mention this. Sanchez has been done for tax evasion. He's paying his fine. He escapes prison. Yay. Yeah, another player who played for Barcelona who fiddled their taxes. I'm sensing something suspicious here. Secondly, Ander Herrera, who is now his teammate at Man United and has been at Man United now for several years, used to play for Real Zaragoza in La Liga. And Real Zaragoza is under a cloud at the moment for match-fixing allegations, which led to Deportivo La Coruña getting relegated. It's come out in the same press article, and I'm not gonna report this. If he's found guilty, he can go to prison for 2 to 5.5 years, something like that. If he's found guilty, in my eyes, he should never play football ever again. They are alleged that a person approached them, paid them money to give to the opposition, and there are bank accounts to prove this, and it is actually in the public domain, so it's not me going, this is my theory. Alleged figures approached these players. 9 players took bribes to pay a proportion of their bribe to the opposition to lose a game by a certain amount of goals, which they did, which led to Zaragoza staying up and Deportivo going down. So there's organised crime involvement. This is not just like two teams going, right, you're already relegated, we don't want to get relegated, can you help us stay up? This is criminals getting involved. Nasty criminals. And I'm sorry, but these football players earn enough money. They are role models. You are privileged. People, I say to people, if you play pro sports to a decent level, you should feel privileged. It's not a right to become a pro sportsman. It's a privilege to be a pro sportsman. It is a privilege, not a right. Some people are naturally gifted enough to be good at something, and their gift is being good at sport. Not everyone is gifted enough to do it. Lord knows I've tried. Seriously, I tried at school playing rugby, and I enjoyed playing it. Best I could do was playing down my local club side, and they're 4th, 15th. Some of my mates have gone on to be professional players. It's not a right, it is a gift, and it is an honour to be a professional sportsman. And I'm sorry, when you start fixing matches, I do not care if you get in debt off the pitch, or you've got a few personal issues. You have sold out your dignity and soul, and you should never play ever again. So Ander Herrera is under this spotlight. The investigation is ongoing. And yeah, he could be found guilty. And this is not the first match fixing scandal. We've had Italians, including Paolo Rossi of World Cup '82 fame, who's been suspended and should have been in prison. And in my eyes, anyone who fixes matches should never play ever again. We've seen it with the Pakistan cricket team. My personal opinion is ban them and ban them for life. It sends a message then. And unfortunately, certain sports just aren't strict enough with their betting rules, because Stuart Bingham only got a 6-month ban from breaching them regularly. Jay Barton, football player, he's regularly had issues with the betting. Not banned for life. And he's a repeat offender. Various disciplinary issues. I'm sorry, the football authorities in FIFA and UEFA are toothless anyway, because they're corrupt as anything. And they haven't. And I've done videos on match fixing before, but it's very interesting to note that there hasn't been much press on this, but it's come out today with the fact that Alexis Sanchez has been done for his tax, and that's a separate issue. Someone else has done a bit of digging and worked out, oh yeah, Ander Herrera played for Real Zaragoza at the time they were involved in that match fixing scandal. Oh wait, it's an open investigation, and they've done investigative journalism. This is what journalism should be about, is exposing stuff like this. It doesn't help that the sport Herrera plays in football has been dogged by corruption scandals from pillar to post. There are some leagues that are so fixed. Turkey, Greece, some of the Italian clubs. I think a third of Italian professional clubs are under investigation or have been investigated for match fixing in the last 30 years. Spain, Brazil, German leagues, Russian league. Match fixing is rife. There are rumours that World Cup games at the last 5 or 6 World Cups have been fixed. There's a very famous one between Austria and West Germany in 1982 when Algeria could have gone through the second round and they just passed the ball around, made sure it was 1-0 the required score so they could both qualify for the second round. It is a joke. The system is open to abuse, and our players are more actively involved, and match fixing in European leagues is nothing new. It's getting more and more problematic. If Herrera is found guilty along with others, they should be banned for life. And Man United fans are going to be a bit peeved at that, but I'm sorry. If you found out that honest Alex Ferguson, all those tournament titles he won were won by match fixing and basically fixed results, I think you would feel slightly different and you would feel a bit empty inside and a bit dirty. There's nothing to suggest that Herrera is fixing now, but there is strong evidence that he took a bribe to then pay his opposition player a bribe to say that let us win by X goals to nil. It's there. There's bank accounts that suspicious payments, and I'm sorry, it doesn't wash with me. If he's found guilty, he should be banned. If he's found innocent, fine. But in my eyes, I'm looking at him suspiciously now, going, "You're dirty." In fact, I look at any player who's played in Serie A, the Greek league, the Turkish league, the Spanish league, with a bit of like, really, are you sure you're not fixing? Because some of the results are so lopsided in that league, it worries me intensely. But anyway, that's my rant on it. And if he is found guilty, I'm sorry, but that's another bad story for football. There's enough problems with football at the moment with racism, homophobia, sexism, bullying. The FA has got an issue there. I don't know if the FA has a dedicated match fixing unit. I know for a fact that any financial crime goes to City of Westminster Police, but they're not a dedicated match fixing unit. The only country in the world is Australia. They're the only country in the world that has a dedicated police unit dealing solely with match fixing and sports corruption and the links to organised crime. They have one integrity unit in the world, it's in Australia. And as Ander Herrera is now playing in England, I wouldn't be surprised if, and as this story's broken, if police officers start asking questions. But that's the problem, is we have no dedicated match fixing unit in the police force. It's just City of Westminster deal with all financial crimes. Because match fixing come down to fraud, money laundering, proceeds of crime, all sorts of various legal stuff. But anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll have some more videos for you soon. And of course, I'll do a video on the Winter Olympics later, because it's starting tomorrow. So watch this space. The curling's already started. So if you got this far, Winter Olympics is going to be the next big story that I cover a lot of, and we're doing a lot of Winter Olympics. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.